particularly impressive, I thought.
Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while, but I've been away sick a little bit and I sort of didn't really have any motivation to upload, knowing that I'm only going to get like one view or maybe two. But here we are for the Manufacturers Cup in the Honda NSX, starting about 50 meters behind everyone else. I'm not too sure why. I've gone for a different style of video now. Instead of going the onboard, we're looking at like the TV broadcast, I guess. Here at Dragon Tail Gardens, through the first corner, making up a couple positions, going 3 wide towards turn 3, the quadruple left-hander. With the inside line, we're able to get one position and another past the GTR. So a good start to get through cleanly and make up a few places as well. Leaderboard, like what position we're in or anything like that. But that will be fixed. Now heading towards the future videos. Hairpin. It'll only be this one without them. Sort of lost touch to the group in front just a little bit after going side by side. Choosing a random brand. Not really thinking about it too much. But hopefully we're going to be able to reel them back in. It's a very light car, so very good on its tyres. However, if you get up on these curbs, especially Honda NSX, because it's quite they are very deadly, smaller, lighter car, to such a light car. It's going to be much better on its tyres. However, on the curbs around this circuit in particular, they're very deadly, as you can see someone falling victim to them going onto the right hand side of the track. Which is going to give us another position. So we've had a decent start, managed to keep it on the track. Now just trying to catch up to the group ahead and put some pressure on them and try and move up some more places. It was definitely the exit of that quadruple left-hander that was quite difficult to cope with in this car. Moving a little bit later in the lap through the hairpin. Getting a little bit of a run on the car ahead, who had a little bit of a wobble on the exit, but not quite having the straight line speed to catch up. We have caught up quite a bit though to the cars in front. The Porsche and the Citroen. Moving on a little bit, we have stuck to the back of the 2 cars ahead. You see the Citroen goes a little bit wide on the exit. We had a little sniff, but nothing quite doing. We're all over the back of him now, putting him under lots of pressure, making him lose time, taking different lines. But he manages to hold the position for now. Going wide again on the exit, getting on the curbs. It's now a lot closer. Getting full benefit of the slipstream down towards the final chicane. Not quite close enough to make a move. If you look closely there, you can see I got a little bit of air time in the first part of the chicane over the sausage curb, just showing how light the car is. As you can see, we've lost a bit of time to the Porsche in front, having a little bit of a battle. can see, moving on a couple laps later, we've lost ground to the Citroen, just lacking a bit of pace. Now the GTR comes up the inside. We try to fight it back but can't quite hold our position. So losing a place there. Now I'm going to be honest, I don't know what position I'm in. I don't know what lap number it is. So we're just going to have to guess most things. You can see on the exit of the hairpin, I managed to get a much better run. And we go side by side towards the final chicane. Door-to-door racing. With the inside line, I've just managed to get ahead. So getting that position back off the GTR. And this must be lap 8 of 20, I believe. Coming into the pits for our one mandatory stop. You have to use the mediums and the hard tyre here. So I think this is me switching over to the hard tyre, thinking I can make them last longer with a lighter car, and hopefully getting a little bit of an undercut going as well. Or I could be going hards to mediums, I'm not quite sure. Like I said, I don't know what's going on. Moving on a lap or two later, you can see the GTR behind me is pitted and has come out maybe a second or two behind. So the undercut's definitely worked. However, they've caught up to us, and there's a Citroen as well coming out the pits right in front of us. And we get to the inside. Now we're going to fight this battle all the way towards turn 3. So undercut working miracles once again. Having a look around the outside, a little bit of contact. Managed to get the position, going wide though. Almost spinning out, but losing all those positions to the cars in front. However, as we come to the end of the lap, the car ahead must have had a penalty for crossing the pit lines on pit entry or pit exit. So managed to get that place back. We haven't lost too much time to the cars ahead. We're still right there in that pack. And this is the last lap as we head towards the final few corners. Having a look down the inside of the BRZ, may as well because nothing to lose, not quite close enough to make the move. So we end up coming across the line to finish who knows where. I believe it was 8th. Not 100% sure. But moving on to race 2 now. Hopefully we can do a little bit better. This time qualifying at 4th. So much better than last race. And as we get underway behind the Lamborghini and the Mercedes AMG, hoping to try and make a move early and get up into those podium places. You can see absolute chaos behind us. Everyone's spinning out, which really defines this top four. We've got a big gap to the cars behind already. However, being such a long race, that can close very easily and very quickly. So right tucked up behind the AMG at the moment. As we head towards the hairpin, it brakes a little bit earlier than I expected, and I send it down the inside. We get that move done. The Lamborghini went wide as well. AMG ends up getting spun out. But now we're up into second place. With the AMG in the shadow realm somewhere. But there is another car at the back of this group that has joined on to take his place. So at the moment, managing to hold our position quite well. You can barely see the Lamborghini behind us, just a little speck. You can see the car in first, just a little bit ahead of us. So we've lost time in front and dropped the car behind. However, you can see here the Lamborghini's caught up quite a bit. We found some extra pace, I don't know where from. But I try to go into the pits on this lap and don't quite make it, so I have to bail. The Lamborghini does come in, and I believe the lead it is as well, so we inherit the lead now. But on the next lap coming out of the pits, we must have distracted the Lamborghini because he just went straight on at turn 1. But we still managed to keep ahead. So holding this second place at the moment. Keeping ahead of the Lamborghini, so you got a little bit wobbly on the exit of turn 2. So just gaining time in spots like that to try and pull away more and more. Over here we can see just how deadly the curbs are. I almost saved it if it wasn't for the barrier. Not saved it, I guess, but maybe been facing forwards. That gives the Lamborghini a free position. Luckily we'd built ourselves a big enough gap to only lose one place and not end up being down in 5th or 6th place. As we're coming through here, you can't even see the Lamborghini up ahead, so not really a chance of catching you at all, especially since it's the last lap. As we come across the line, taking a podium, not too bad of an effort. Heading into the third race. You see 3 NSXs in a row, and I'm at the front of them at the moment. I think we might have qualified 8th for this race, around there. But as we get underway, trying to get in the slipstream instantly, the Porsche straight away making a move on the GTR, loses time on the apex, and I'm trying to go around the outside, side by side now towards the next corners, and holding the inside line. I managed to get through. So did one of the NSXs behind, so helping him through. Moving along, trying to catch the Peugeot ahead, trying to pass him. Trying to get a better run out of the hairpin to make a move into the final chicane. Not quite on this occasion. So I believe we're in P6 at the moment, maybe? Maybe P7, I'm not sure. Like I said, don't worry, for the next 3 manufacturers' cup rounds we'll have it. And I do have a daily race in Brazil video coming out. And all of those ones will display the race information, so we'll actually have some idea of what's going on. Over here we are getting much closer to the Peugeot. However, now under a little bit of pressure from the Honda behind after not getting as good of a run out of the 4 left-handers. He's right on our tail now. All 3 of us very tightly packed together. Peugeot is a little bit wide. I'm trying to have a look. A little bit of contact. The Peugeot manages to stay ahead, and now the 3rd NSX has joined on the battle. Having a little peek down the inside into turn 1, and through turn 2 we're able to get the move done. Move up another position. It's quite a big gap to the cars in front, so we just need to try and start reeling them in slowly and lose as little time possible as we can battling with cars behind us. See there at the back of the pack there's a Porsche that's joined on the battle as well. So it's turned from a 3-car battle into a 5-car battle in a short amount of time. But it didn't take long for me and one of the other NSXs to pull out ahead. But then the deadly kerbs strike again, and I'm sent spinning, losing a spot to an Aston Martin and a Lamborghini. So instantly now we know we have to drive hard to try and make up some positions again. But at the end of this lap, instead of being held up behind the Aston Martin, we're going to decide to pit instead. And hopefully get an undercut on some of the cars we were battling earlier and get right back in that fight. It'll have to be some good pace on these new set of tyres to try and have any sort of chance at being near the cars ahead. But after a couple races in a row, I've been getting better and better at the track, learning a lot more braking points, the limits of the car. I can see here coming out of the pits is none other than the Peugeot that we were battling just earlier, so we know that we've done pretty well to get up this far. Instantly we're going to have a look down the inside and go for the move, braking late and sending it down the inside. See, there's a GTR sat on the side of the track facing the wrong way. But now that I've seen the Peugeot and now that we're past, I'm more confident that I'll be able to catch up to more of the cars ahead that we were battling earlier. You can see coming around the final corner to begin another lap, and there's the NSX that we were fighting when we spun out. So a mega undercut that's worked beautifully. And hopefully now we can just get back past and claim our position again at the front of this pack. Which, I have to be honest, I'm not actually sure what position that is. Maybe 5th, maybe 8th, maybe 2nd. No clue. Anyways, I'm trying to catch up to him. Roaring down towards turn 1. And who's joined us but the third NSX? As I go for the move on the car ahead. But now we've got another overtaking opportunity right in front of us. Having a look down the inside straight away, getting a little bit of airtime on the curb again. Keeping our position for the moment. Losing a little bit of time going side by side. The car ahead's managed to pull away a little bit. They just got a little bit of contact maybe, I'm not too sure. Managed to keep it facing forwards for now. Have to go a little bit defensive into the chicane. trying to make up that lost time again to the car in front. Get back on terms with him. Try and move up another place. Once again heading down towards the hairpin. See a little bit of contact there, along with the kerbs, and we spin out, goes smashing into the wall. Losing all those places again. It's really unfortunate after working so hard to make up those places. I didn't really fight this move too hard because I knew I had damage, so I was going to be slower down the straight, and I knew that I was going to be able to get past again with my increased pace. So through the hairpin on the next lap, you see the cars ahead still fighting. And this is where we are going to try and get ahead of the Pikachu Porsche. He doesn't really fight us too much for the position. But on to what I believe is the final lap. And the group of cars ahead is not in sight except for that GTR who is facing the wrong way for the second time this race. Going through the hairpin. You can see the cars ahead only just. Unfortunate not to end up at the head of that pack, which I definitely believe I could have been fighting for those places. But either way, we're going to come home to finish in this position. I believe 7th. Not 100% sure though. So not too bad of a race. Getting unlucky with the deadly kerbs. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think of the new style of video. And I'll see you in Brazil for daily races. Thank you for watching, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.